What's guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to the finale of To Your Eternity Season 1. This one's titled Echoes. So yes, here's the finale, at long last. I say at long last, the Jananda arc did drag on a little bit for me, so I'm kind of glad it's over, and I am still excited for Season 2 in October next year. I am still excited for it, but maybe not as much as if it had ended after the first 12 episodes, for example. If we ended after the Gugu arc, maybe my thoughts would have changed a little bit, but it is what it is. I'm curious to see what this last episode will be. I don't know if we're going to be setting up our next arc or what we're going to do. I'm assuming we're meeting back up with Puran because, well, we're finally back in civilization. It makes sense we go after her because she's the only person left for us to reasonably be with, right? Because Tonari and Sander have stayed on the island, the other three are dead. Hayase is just abandoned in the ocean, although has been attacked by a knocker, which the Beholder did not mention anything about. So why didn't he mention the fact that there was still knockers alive? He said there was only 3 left, and there clearly wasn't 3 left, because there's 1 still here. So yeah, and I think it's the same one that attacked her at the beginning and then ran away. I feel like there's something going on there, and I feel like that's going to be a major point in Season 2 going forward, so I'm going to have to try and remember that when we get to Season 2 next year. I'm sure people will remind me when I start that reaction back next year, but yeah, it's something, alright, so I'm curious to see if that does get followed up on or not. I assume it will be, but we'll see. But yeah, Pierrons makes sense as the only person we should reasonably go after. Knockers have been dealt with. Tonari is going to do her best on the island. Yeah, pretty much all we need to do now is to wrap things up and maybe start off what the next arc will be and who our next main character of the arc will be, because we need someone new, I think. And in theory, I don't know if they'll explore this episode or not, but in theory, we now have those 3 kids' forms now as well, right? I don't see any time they're going to be ultimately useful, because we have more combat capable ones in the form of Parana. I don't think any of them have anything particularly special about them, as far as I remember. Tonari was the one that made the most sense to have a form of because it had the drug resistance. But we didn't get that one in the end because Tonari actually lived, which is still surprising to me. Although then, I guess Parana lived as well, didn't she? And then died. So maybe they'll pull a Parana and kill her. I hope if they're going to do something like that, at least they don't kill her off screen. Because, like, I still think Parana got done dirty by being killed off screen and then explained how she died. Like, I feel like she got done dirty in that way, but whatever. But yeah, I guess we'll see what ends up happening for our final episode. It's been one hell of a journey. I'm glad I managed to catch up and get the final episode as the show ends here on time. Because I was worried that maybe I would be too far behind to get to that point, but now with this show finished, it gives me time to catch up on other shows, particularly Symphogear. I think Symphogear is going to be the main point of call now for catching back up, along with World Trigger, but I think today, Tuesdays, is primarily going to be Symphogear and catching up on that, since we are very far behind, like very, very, very far behind, way further than I thought we were, so need to crack on with that. But yeah, I guess we just get into the episode. There's not really much more for me to say. So, as per usual, these are time-based format access here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture and Patreon, go to my Patreon down description below. £4 a month gets you access to all Patreon and Patreon access on the channel, which is everything from my seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, Symphogear, and Lock Horizon. Like I said, Symphogear will be doing some massive catch-up on this week. There will be an episode of Symphogear out today, just it might be a lot later than when it would normally come out on the channel. It might be closer to like 9-10 p.m. British time, as opposed to like the 5 p.m. I think it would normally come out in this schedule that I've got right now, so just bear that in mind. But it will come out today. I won't go another week without doing a Symphogear reaction, I can promise you that at the very least. But here on YouTube we do time-based, so bottom left of the screen you'll see the time of the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. Play Ice episode, Ice episode, we should be in sync. Watch this one on Crunchyroll, as per usual, since they're the ones who license the series. No logos or anything, we're just going straight into the episode. I think we've got the one last recap and then the OP to start us off. I don't know if we're actually going to have any previews for next season at the end of this one. I assume we won't, but I guess we'll see. If we do have a preview for what the next arc will be, or like a teaser for what the next season will be, I will actually watch it, just because it's over a year from now. I'm going to forget it by then anyway, and it's just a little bit of fun speculation for what the next arc could be like, so... Anyway, with all that said, you can also use the screen flash on my face and the mic or this part of my headset to tell when scenes are transitioning. That should be synced up as well. So with all that said, let's get into the finale of To Your Eternity, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Yep. Rip off 3 here. Mia, Uroi, and... forget the other one. Not mentioning the fact that Anata came in and attacked, huh? OP time. I mean, if that's being told from Beholder's perspective, you wouldn't want to mention that the knocker went after Hayase because he allowed it to happen. Or elected not to tell Fushi it would happen. Any last changes to the OP for the last episode? I doubt it, but I'm on the lookout for them now that we've got confirmed deaths on certain characters. No updates, okay. Alright, here we go. Not much of a meal. Mm-hmm. Is he not gonna go to her then? Just gonna let her... No, you've got to give her a proper goodbye. I think you have to let her have a proper goodbye at the very least. Don't know. Yeah, it doesn't... Yeah. Hmm. People looking out for her. You still need to say goodbye to her properly. I'm just gonna leave some there. Okay. Stowaway, nice. Yeah. Make up your mind, Fushi. Okay. Go for the letter approach. Mm. There we go. But is it? I guess we'll see. She'll probably end up following him somehow. Or. Is she gone? She's left, okay. She's up and doing something. Where's she heading? She's been taken, okay. Very nice. I need that as a gif. You keep thinking that and you think it's something else to worry about. Go talk to her. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Depends who you ask. Mm-hmm. A chance. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Well, yeah, everything has an inevitable death. Mm-hmm. Death is inevitable. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. He's taking on their forms. Just leaves. I mean, you can't blame yourself for paranoia, really. Knew it immediately. Knows immediately. Oh, that's actually quite sweet. Hmm. Sal 9, okay. Or Sal 9. Mm-hmm. Eventually. We at the beach. Oh, hello. Potential new characters. Was that Hayase? Surely not. Did Hayase make it to the shore? Hey, they've been traveling for a month, huh? 90. Goddamn 90. Gosh, he's active. Mm-hmm. 14 in human years. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Do not engage, we run. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Can you just. Mm-hmm. Hmm. If only. I'm sure you would. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hmm. She reminds me of my gran to an extent. Like I can see Pure and my gran quite a lot together. Like I can see them like they'd be best friends. They would be the best of friends, I imagine. Uh oh. Uh oh. She's not doing too well now. Mm. She getting dementia? I think she's getting dementia. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Would have no understanding of what this would be like, right? Hmm. I mean, yeah, that is what happens. Hmm. 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 They're gonna do this, aren't they? They're absolutely gonna do this, aren't they? Wait, the headband and the heck. The OP. She's the one. Oh shit! Addressing beholder. Gonna be able to see him. Oh. Hmm. Interesting. Hmm. How will that go? Did she see him? Hmm. Hmm. But yeah, it's a young version of her that's walking along the beach in the OP. She's gonna wish to be young again, and we're gonna see her on the beach walking along. Wow. It's not what I expected from this last episode, I'll be honest, but I'm in love with it. There she is. To be young again. Oh, I got chills at that. Yeah. God, I hate making the comparison to my grandmother now. I hate making that comparison now. It's gonna rain indeed. Oh, fuck. Fucking hell. It's not fair, sure, that wasn't fair. Does that mean he now has her young form, or what does that mean for him? In the way she wants to help him? Don't forget today. Look at his nose so red. Hmm. Do what you want, just like I did. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Several. Wow. Okay. We've got a huge time skip then. Decades and decades, huh? Whoa. Shit. Hello. We fighting knockers? Yeah, fighting knockers. Is that him? Wow. Wow. Okay. Looks like there's not going to be a preview of any sorts. There's not enough time left in the episode. Okay, so he must have stayed in that form for a long time then. Decades have passed, so yeah, he would be. Older formed Fushi. That's going to be interesting. That was a great way to finish it. That was honestly a brilliant way to finish it. God, yeah, me making the comparison of Pure and my own grandmother was dangerous for me there for a second. I said the show got too predictable, and it's like, of course Pyoron was gonna die, and I knew it was coming, but it still hurt. Okay, we're good, we're good. What a finale. Yep, Series 2 planned for fall 2022. That is, of course, assuming there's no delays. So, at the very earliest, we're about a year and a month away from it premiering. At the earliest, provided there's no more delays. I wouldn't mind if they delayed it to winter 23. I wouldn't mind that if they decide to do that. It wouldn't be too bad of a deal. But hopefully they can get it on time. Wow. Wow. Yeah. That was a good finale. And has really saved my opinion on the show, because I'll be honest, when it comes to the end of season ranking, which I still haven't done for last season, but I will get to eventually, I promise. When it comes to the end of season ranking, I was debating where I was going to put this. Because I was debating how high I really wanted to push this, but that last episode really makes me want to push it a little bit higher as well. Because it really got me in that episode. It really, really did. Yeah. Wow. What a finale. What a finale. I wonder what this means now. I wonder what's going. Okay, so there's a couple of things for the next season that I'm excited to see. I'm also excited to see what the Hayase thing is all about, because I know there's more to it than that, and I think that we got a little hint of it this episode as well. Because yeah, Hayase seems to be alive? Question mark, or at least continuing on as something else thanks to the knockers. I'm curious to see where that's going to end up going. I'm curious to see what Pyoran's gift and help to Fushi will be, and what the Beholder actually ended up doing there. Because I'm not quite sure what he ended up doing. And we didn't really have time to see what would happen for Fushi. We just said, okay, it's been several decades now, and this is the point where we're at. We're with adult Fushi laughing along as he's attacked and killed another knocker. I don't know if that means he's explored and journeyed much further than he already has, or if he's just been in isolation for this entire time. But I guess we'll see what ends up happening in that regard. But yeah, like, not gonna lie, the way Pyoran was throughout this series, like, she does remind me a lot of my own grandmother. I'm very fortunate to still have my grandmother with me. And yeah, I think that for that reason, and especially seeing the mood swings from dementia, none of my family has ever had it, as far as I'm aware, or at least none that I recall knowing. Maybe some when I was like 1 or 2 years old, something. Maybe some like extended family might have had it, but since I do work in care, not as a carer, but like I'm used to seeing clients with dementia and seeing what dementia can do to someone and see how it can affect people. I think that combination really just hit home for me a lot harder than I expected it to. And again, the comparison to my grandmother was absolutely what triggered it mostly for me. But yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah. Wow, great finale to the show. I still think the gender arc is the lowest point of the show, but even then, its lowest point still very, very high for this type of show. I'm very curious to see what the next season has on offer for us. I wonder if they're going to do just a normal length season or a longer length season like they did with this one. And again, the Hayase thing is what really intrigues me the most. Yeah, I'm curious to see where that goes. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed that show as much as I did. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of this finale, as well as the show as a whole now is concluded. Don't forget to hit subscribe. We'll be doing more summer 2021 shows, obviously, here on the channel. And hopefully you'll stick around to see Season 2 with me, hopefully in fall 2022. Let's hope there's no delays on their production. They can get it out on time. So thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.